Welcome, everybody, to the great and beautiful Phoenix, Arizona for some Thursday night baseball between the Thunderbird Titans and the Paradise Honors Panthers. I am Sammy Kalev. Alongside me tonight is my broadcast colleague, Mason Collins. Mason, we have a great matchup here tonight. Would you care to run down the starting lineup for both teams tonight?
Starting with the Thunderbird starting lineup, we have Matthew Thornburg in shortstop batting first, Noah Anderson batting second, followed by Chase Benson batting third, Andrew Cohill cleaning up, Zach Primikow batting fifth, Alex Meza batting sixth, Austin Coates batting seventh, Hunter Donathan batting eighth, Jerry Kurek batting ninth, and Caden Litopoulos batting 10th. As for the Paradise Honors starting lineup, Michael Nicolini Jr. batting first, Noah Rodriguez batting second, Andrew Tran batting third, Jaden Herrera batting fourth, Tucker Quinchai batting fifth, Cook Caden batting sixth, Cade Ashton batting seventh, Joshua Green Jr. batting eighth, and Aiden Baker batting ninth.
Thunderbirds started the year 1-7, but now they have miraculously come back to become 7-7. They are currently 4-6 at home, 2-1 away, and they are coming off a 6-game winning streak, picking up wins against Agua Fria, Shadow Mountain, Elizabeth, Lakewood, Middleton, and Pomona. Thunderbird has been on quite the streak lately, Mason. Can they continue to keep the train on rolling tonight?
Yes, they can keep on keeping the train moving tonight. They have won 6 consecutive games, like what you said, and on the mound tonight they have Chase Benson for him, so he's hoping to get the Thunderbird winning streak up to 7 games in a row.
Speaking of stats, Chase Benson has had 8 stolen bases this season. And speaking of stats there, Noah Anderson leads the team in batting average with 0.447. He has 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. He has scored 13 runs for the Titans and 17 hits. And there we see Chase Benson on the mound. As the first pitch is underway, that'll be a ball. Paradise enters this matchup tonight 5-9. They are 1-4 at home, 4-5 away, with a 4-game losing streak, picking up losses against Deer Valley, South Point Catholic, and Yuma in a doubleheader. As that ball is hit up the mound, and there's a base hit. And he's trying to round first and was thinking about second there, but he will head back to first. Michael Nicolini Jr. leads off Paradise Honors with a base hit, and he leads the team in batting average with 0.455 of the season with 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. He has been the MVP for the Panthers this season, as Noah Rodriguez will step up to bat for Panthers, a third baseman. And the pitch there just outside for ball 1.
Michael Nicolini trying to do it on both sides here on the mound and with his bat, getting Paradise off to an early start.
A great two-way player here, almost like Otani, as there's a swing, and he's trying to pick off second, and he will get there in time as he is safe. Nicolini Jr. stole second base, as Noah Rodriguez will have another shot here.
A little bit of a high throw there by the catcher, Zach Primikow. Michael Nicolini slides in to second base safely.
Benson now looking behind him as that hits the dirt for strike 2. 1-2 count, 0 out, a man on second. Panthers have the early advantage here as Nicolini looks on. And Nicolini thought about third, and Benson was ready for him. He would have been out by a mile if he had tried. And Benson calls for time here as he will meet up with his catcher. Mason, what would you say is the Panthers' strategy heading into tonight's game? They have a 4-game losing streak, and they are up against a winning Thunderbird Titans team.
Oh, I mean, right now you're off to a good start. You got a runner on second with nobody out.
And there's strike 3 called. Noah Rodriguez goes down swinging as Chase Benson gets his first strikeout of the night.
But, I mean, if you're Paradise Honors, you're trying to go back to the basics here. You're trying to put the ball in play, trying to get guys on base. You're hoping that Michael Nicolini Jr. can do his part on the mound tonight. He's been being tremendous all season long. So, yeah, that's what Paradise's game plan has to be tonight.
Andrew Tran, the left fielder now, will step up to the mound, and step out to the plate, excuse me, as that hits the dirt for ball one. Tran now looking to drive in this run for the Panthers as they look to get back to their winning ways here, entering this game 5-9. As Benson cautiously watches, and that's going to be hit pretty well, but he almost got the pop out, and he's still going to be out at first. It's a great play by the second baseman, making it 2 down.
Great play by Austin Coates there at second base. That ball was hit sharply at him. He was able to keep it in front of him, which was the most important thing. Andrew Tran for Paradise Honors has a little bit of speed on him there, so it was a great job by him over to get to throw the first base in time.
Almost like a freight train running up to first base as Coates almost got the pop out there, but they were still able to get the play. As Nicolini is on third now in scoring position, as Jaden Herrera is now up 4, and there's a foul ball. Fouls are behind home plate. Now, catcher Jaden Herrera will look to drive in this run for the Panthers and get them on the board early. 0-1 count with 2 out. Benson throws, and that'll be a ball. 1-1 count, 2 out.
Good take there by Herrera. If he swings at that, he goes down 0-2. He puts himself in a tough spot.
And a check swing there, and that's going to be ball 2.
Benson tried to get him fishing there on the off-speed pitch, but Herrera once again didn't bite.
This is exactly
swing.
What you deal with when you deal with Chase Benson, is that's in the dirt and a wild pitch there.
They have a close backstop behind home plate. Makes it difficult for runners on third base to try and score on a pass ball.
Chase Benson has been on fire for the Thunderbird Titans all season, and tonight is no different here. 3-1 count, 2 out. Can Benson retire the side? And he hits it foul for the full count. Herrera now with a big opportunity for the Panthers here, as he looks to drive in this run and get the Panthers on the board early. It would make it 1-0. Full count here, and that will hit him. Herrera will head to first, as Benson's in a bit of a pickle early, as the Panthers, have 2 men on. Man on third and a man on first.
Yeah, Benson tried to go with the off-speed pitch there. Slipped right by him.
Now
by pitch. Now we got runners on first and third with 2 outs.
And now the first baseman, Tucker Klingshai, will come to the plate. Panthers have 2 men on. 1 in scoring position and 1 on first. Now Klingshai, and there's another wild pitch, and Nicolini tried stealing home, but Herrera will go to second. The Panthers have been doing a very good job stealing bases tonight. I mean, Mason, what would you say? I mean, would you say that this is their strategy heading into tonight's game?
Yeah, no, it is. You know, they got to get guys moving on the base paths. Stealing is a great way to do it, and it puts yourself with runners in scoring position.
They're stealing more than Ricky Henderson here tonight as the Panthers look to get on the board early. As it makes it a 1-1 count with 2 out. Benson only needs 1 more out in order to retire the side. And he goes swinging for strike 2.
That was a good pitch by Benson there, going with the high heater. Making Klingshai chase there, setting the count to 1-2. It's now a pitcher's count, all in Benson's favor.
Benson now with a 1-2 count with 2 out. And he goes down swinging. Strike 3 as Chase Benson is able to get himself out of that pickle. And Thunderbird will come up to bat at the bottom of the first. Great first inning there by Thunderbird. Excellent defense, not driving in any runs. And the Panthers had a big opportunity there, but they just squandered it with that strikeout.
Yeah, no, Michael Nicolini got the night off started for Paradise with a base hit to left field. He then stole second, and with nobody out and a runner on second, you're hoping that you can find a way to get that guy in, and they were just unable to do so. Some good fielding plays by Paradise and a nice strikeout by Chase Benson to end the inning.
Benson's fastball is very deadly here, and we saw just that. And now Thunderbird will come to the plate to start the bottom of the first. And Mesa, would you care to once again remind the viewers who Thunderbird's starting lineup is tonight?
Yes, so we got batting first, Matthew Hornberg, batting second, Noah Anderson, batting third, Chase Benson, batting fourth, Andrew Cohill, batting fifth, Zach Primikow, batting sixth, Alex Meza, batting seventh, Austin Coates, batting eighth, Hunter Donathan, batting ninth, Jerry Karek, and batting 10th, Caden Litopoulos.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, you picked a great time because these Thunderbird Titans are on a very mean winning streak here. They started the year 1-7, and now they are 7-7 on a 6-game winning streak, picking up wins against Agua Fria, Shadow Mountain, Elizabeth, Lakewood, Middleton, and Pomona. And now they are here tonight facing Paradise Honors, a team out of Surprise, Arizona. And now they are playing here in the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. And ironically, today is opening day. We have a great day for baseball ahead of you. And now we are here calling this great night of action. As Matthew Hornberg, the shortstop, will start the inning for a Thunderbird. Thunderbird has a big opportunity to continue their winning ways here. They are on a 6-game winning streak, and they look to extend it 7. And a pitch there, strike one. Mean fastball there. Nicolini Jr. on the mound for Paradise Honors as it's a 1-1 count. Nicolini also a two-way player, same as Chase Benson. This is a great matchup here as he hits it foul. Hornberg now has a 1-2 count with nobody out.
Michael Nicolini looking to settle into this game early. Got Matthew Hornberg on a 1-2 count. Let's see what he throws him here.
Nicolini now. And that'll be ball 2.
Good take there by Hornberg.
A lot of these Thunderbird Titans have excellent eyes when it comes to the pitch, and that's been their key to success all season. As that is strike 3. Hornberg strikes out looking as Noah Anderson will come up to bat for Thunderbird next. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Anderson leads the Thunderbird Titans in batting average with 0.447, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, 13 runs, and 17 hits. He has been Thunderbird's MVP all season. And tonight may be no different as he faces Nicolini Jr. and takes ball 1.
Nicolini on the previous batter dropped that curveball in very nicely to get the first strikeout of the night. Let's see how he approaches Rodriguez. Excuse me, Anderson.
Noah Anderson takes ball 2 here as it's a 2-0 count with 1 out. Nobody on base. It is all up to Noah Anderson to drive in the first run of the night for Thunderbird. As he takes ball 3. You got to appreciate the eye there on Hornberg, just choosing his pitches wisely, and that's been his key to success all season.
Yes, it's been a great eye by Anderson so far.
Anderson will take strike 1.
Go ahead.
Still early on in this at-bat as Anderson faces a 3-1 count with 1 out. And he hits it foul for the full count. That ball came right towards us.
Nicolini battling back into the count here. First it was 3-0, now he's worked his way back to a full count. Let's see how this next pitch goes from Nicolini.
All the pressure on Nicolini now as he pitches this one, and he hits it foul again.
Early in the game, he's been working that curveball, and it's been working well for him. He tried to get Anderson on that pitch down low, was able to foul it off.
You know how life sometimes throws curveballs at you? That's what he's been doing so far tonight. And now Nicolini, he hits it foul once again, and that came right towards us.
Yeah, we got a battle going on right now between Nicolini and Anderson. We're looking at the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up here.
By far the longest at bat of the night. Can Anderson or Nicolini make something happen here? As we await that four-seamer from Nicolini. And he hits it pretty well up the middle, and there's a base hit for Noah Anderson. Thunderbird gets their first hit of the night as Noah Anderson, their MVP, leads it off.
Noah Anderson hits a fastball that was low in the zone. He was able to chop it right back up the middle, putting the ball in play, and sometimes that's all you need for success. Noah Anderson finds himself on first base.
Think of that base hit like the Batman villain Two-Face, getting split right down the middle. As Chase Benson is up to bat now for Thunderbird. That's great two-way player. And he tried to pick him off at first, but he will get there in time.
Always interesting for stolen bases whenever it comes to lefties on the mound. Got to be careful.
And he tried to pick him off again, and that pitch gets away, but he will not risk stealing second. As Paradise would have gotten him out there by a mile, but great decision by Noah Anderson not to go for second.
Right now, you got the runner on base. I mean, you can frame it up.
Nicolini now looking to try and get someone out here, and he picks him off for the third straight time. Unfortunately, third time wasn't the charm there for Nicolini Jr.
No, it was not. Anderson seems to be a big threat on the base pass for Nicolini. Let's see if he takes off on this pitch.
And that's going to be ball one there.
Nicolini switching up his timing there with Anderson on first base. A chess match between the two of them.
It's essential to change up your tactics when things aren't going your way. And that's what Nicolini's doing here with a man on first. Benson will take ball two. Here, Chase Benson leads the team in stolen bases with 8 of the season. And he could be looking to get on base yet again here as he faces a 2-0 count with 1 out with a man on first. Nicolini throws, and he's going to take strike one.
2-0 count. Benson had the green light there. He was looking to hit something hard out into somewhere in the gap in the outfield. A little bit of a high pitch, though, for him. Wasn't able to connect.
And a great pitch there by Nicolini Jr. Was able to get him swinging. And now for the fourth time, he tried to pick him off, but Noah Anderson just seems to land safely on first base every single time. And now Nicolini's down here, and that's strike two for Chase Benson.
Nicolini dropped that curveball right over the plate there. Great pitch. Sets up 2-2 now.
It came at him like wildfire as Chase Benson faces a 2-2 count with 1 out with a man on first. And Benson hits it pretty well up to the second baseman, and he misses the play. And Benson's got some wheels on him like Lightning McQueen as he steals first base.
That was fast. It was only a quick bobble, and by the time the second baseman looked up, Benson was already there. That's great speed. Way to put the ball in play. It seemed like if the second baseman picked it up cleanly, he could have had the option to throw it to second or first base. And now Thunderbird has themselves set up first and second with 1 out.
Everything is going right for the Thunderbird Titans so far tonight. And now Andrew Cohill, the right fielder, will come up to bat for Thunderbird with a man on first and a man on second as Thunderbird looks to get in scoring position here early on in this game. And the wild pitch gets away, and both runners are going to advance to third and second.
Both runners were quick to jump as soon as that ball hit off the catcher's glove and ricocheted away. Great anticipation by both those base runners, and now here we are with runners on second and third with just 1 out.
Head coach Mike Jacobs really did teach these boys well as you got to be prepared for every moment of the game because that's what this game is all about. All the pressure's on Nicolini now.
It's the small details that can go a long ways away in this game.
Like I said before, Thunderbird started the season 1-7, and now they are 7-7 on a 6-game winning streak. They have really turned things around here, and they look to extend that winning streak to 7. As Cohill now awaits a pitch from Nicolini, and he will take strike two. 1-2 count, 1 out with men on second and third as Cohill looks to drive in the run. Already a disastrous start here for Nicolini, as he will strike out to make it 2-up. And as soon as I say that, he strikes out, as the catcher, Zach Primicow, will come up to bat for Thunderbird.
Cohill, hard cut on that last pitch there. Wasn't able to get any contact. Nicolini got him chasing down in the dirt. Now big spot here, second and third, 2 outs.
And he hits it foul behind home plate. I was here 3 weeks ago calling the game for Thunderbird, and that same fastball that was hit foul is still up on the net there. That will sit there forever. Wonder if we'll get any more of those foul balls tonight, but we'll see.
I'm sure we will.
As Nicolini now, and Primicow will take ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 out with men on second and third, as Nicolini just needs one more out to get himself out of this traffic jam. As he swings for strike 2.
Primicow, big situation for him here, second and third, 1-2 count. He was looking to put the ball in play and see what happens. Try and find a hole somewhere out in the infield or outfield. Base hit, most likely scores 2.
All the pressure is on Nicolini here, as he takes strike 3, and now they got to throw it to first to convert it, and there's a third out of the inning. Nicolini was able to get himself out of that traffic jam just like on I-30, and now the Panthers find themselves in a unique position here as the score is still 0-0 as we head to the top of the first. Great defense by both teams tonight. We could be in for a great game here. Ladies and gentlemen, my colleague Mason Collins spoke with Mike Jacobs, the head coach of the Thunderbird Titans, before the game. So let's take it down to the pregame interview.
I'm Mason Collins with Varsity Sports, here with head coach of Thunderbird Baseball, Michael Jacob. Michael, your team is on a 6-game winning streak. What's been clicking well with this team over the past 6 games?
I think just our chemistry, our work ethic that we've put into continued preparation for each game. You know, the great thing about a win streak is those are fun and good to talk about. But today we're 0 for 0, and we need to get the win today. So facing a tough pitcher, Michael Nicolini, and need to go up and have good at-bats and play good defense with our guy Chase Benson on the mound.
The pitching has been excellent during the last 6 games. They've been holding opponents to basically under 3 runs per game. What's been working well with this pitching staff?
Throwing strikes, letting our defense play behind them, and just doing their job, trying to get ahead early in the count.
Coach, good luck tonight. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Mason.
Welcome back to the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona here at Thunderbird High School. I am Sammy Kelloff alongside Mason Collins for the Varsity Sports Show as we head to the top of the second here as Cook Caden will step up to bat for Paradise Valley. And now Benson on the mound and that really gets by him as it hit the padding for the wild pitch.
Look out for Cook Caden. That ball almost hit him on the first pitch there. Early 1-0 count now. Let's see what his approach is at the plate.
Benson has been great on the mound all season long. As another wild pitch there from Benson to make it a 2-0 count for Cook Caden.
No harm for Benson there. A couple of tough pitches to start off this inning, but nobody's on. It's only a 2-0 count. Let's see if he finds his groove as the inning keeps going.
And the right fielder now looking to get the Panthers on the board, as that's the 3rd consecutive wild pitch for Chase Benson. A pretty interesting change of strategy here, Mason. I mean, it's a 3-0 count, and he could risk getting someone on base. And Benson will finally throw a strike there, as Caden thought that was ball 4.
Caden did think that that was a little bit low. He was already walking towards first base.
And now Benson, and that will be ball 4, as Cook Caden will take first.
Yeah, Benson, he really didn't seem to find his groove there on that at-bat.
Head coach Mike Jacobs will head to the mound for a team meeting here.
All right, or what? What do you want to do? Well, Can't really put anybody else in right now.
Yeah, we can.
Second inning.
Absolutely.
You good?
Yeah.
Pat, go get loose.
I'm gonna take some time. I'm gonna get him loose right here. No need to stress it if it's not feeling right. If they, we gotta figure it out, loosen it
You're
up.
just overcompensating and rushing.
Oh,
You just need to chill out.
Absolutely. Chill out. Okay.
I hope that there's run on base because my slide stuff
Oh,
feels better than my
Sure.
normal stretch.
Control the running game right here. Slow things down. Okay. Get as many pickoffs as you want. Okay, but just under control on the pickoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. No, just expect it right here. You got to think. You got lead off guy on. Okay. Should be almost automatic. First couple pitches.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from Thunderbird head coach Mike Jacobs giving the pep talk to his team as they are in some early trouble at the top of the second here. As the second baseman, Cade Ashton, will come up to bat for the Panthers now.
Yeah, Mike Jacob coming out to the mound there, just telling Benson just to relax a little bit with his delivery and everything. Runner on first, nobody
And
out.
Benson almost picked him off as the pitch gets away, but he's not going to risk stealing second as he thought he would have been out. Caden will remain at first as Benson attempted to pick him off there. And that's what Benson's been doing all season, trying to pick off these batters as quick as possible. And he hits it pretty well up to the shortstop. And he's going to try and turn it for a double play there, but Ashton will be safe at first as Caden is out at second.
Yeah, ball was hit a little too slow to turn two, but a great play by Thunderbird shortstop Matthew Hornberg there just to get the ball and make the quick and easy throw to second base. Sometimes that's all you need right there.
And now Joshua Green Jr., the center fielder, will step up to bat for the Panthers. And he picks them, almost picked them off there. As Benson got a little too excited there.
Good scoop by Noah Anderson there. It was really close to being an out, but if that got by him.
And a little too high there at four-seamer. As Ashton awaits second. Cautiously taking his time as he almost tried to steal second. And that could have been a big disaster for Ashton. As it becomes a 1-1 count with one out at the top of the second.
Anderson didn't seem like he was ready for that ball to come firing at him. Primicow fired that ball over the first base, trying to get Ashton at first base.
And now Joshua taking his time as he steps out the batter's box for strike two.
That was a good pitch right there by Benson. Just fired that fastball right in there. Now it's a pitcher's count at 1-2.
Benson has a chance to make it 2 out with a 1-2 count. As he tries to pick him off and the pitch gets away, but a little too close there for Ashton. As he couldn't risk stealing second that time.
Benson's made a couple of pickoff attempts this inning, and each time it's either hit the runner or almost. It's got to be a little bit careful.
As a pitch out from Benson, and that's high for ball two. Panthers are a little jumpy here with the stolen bases here. If you know that song by House of Pain, they're getting jumpy here.
They are getting jumpy. Let's see what they can do with this inning with Ashton trying to steal. Let's see if he takes off on this pitch.
And he's going to hit it. He hits it pretty well, and that's going to be a pop-up to the first baseman for the second out. Thunderbird now have 2 out in the second, at the top of the second, and now they look to close things out here. As a shortstop, Andon Baker will come up to bat for Panthers. Paradise Honors looking to get on the board early as they got one final chance here. And he hits it up to the first, and that is an easy out for Thunderbird as we take it to the bottom of the second now. Still 0-0 our score. A very interesting strategy there from the Thunderbird as we just saw at the top of the second. I mean, Benson changing his pitching style a little bit, like we saw those 3 consecutive wild pitches at the very top of the inning.
Yeah, no, after those 3 wild pitches, Benson was able to settle himself down and, make this inning relatively easy for him. Got a strikeout there, a pop up to first, a ground out to first base. It was a very smooth inning for what could have been a little bit of trouble.
Perhaps that talk by head coach Mike Jacobs really put the team in the mood to try and win this game because Benson was struggling early on in the inning, but he finally, like you said, found his groove after that pep talk.
Yeah, no, that was a great mound visit there by Mike Jacobs. I mean, you saw that Benson wasn't doing what Chase Benson does on the mound out there, and throwing 3 consecutive wild pitches for him to go out there and just calm everything down for a minute and just reminding everybody to, hey, do your thing, go out there and just play baseball and it'll all work out.
This beautiful game we love is just, I mean, it's great to watch, and we are witnessing a great game here. A little bit of background information for those who are just tuning in. This Paradise Honors Panthers team is 5-9 in the year with a 1-4 record at home, 4-5 away, and they are coming off a 4-game losing streak, losing to Deer Valley, South Point Catholic, and Yuma in the doubleheader as they look to snap their winning streak here against the winning Thunderbird Titans. Once again, Thunderbird started the season 1-7, and now they are on a 6-game winning streak, looking to extend it to 7, as they are now 7-7 in the year. As Thunderbird will start the bottom of the second as he takes strike one. Alex Meza, the designated hitter, is up to bat for Thunderbird as Nicolini looking to strike him out early on as he tips it foul right behind home plate. Already an 0-2 count to begin the bottom of the second with nobody out. Nicolini now, and that's strike 3, but they got to throw it to first to convert it, and there's a first out. Meza goes down swinging as Austin Coates, the second baseman, will be up to bat for Thunderbird.
Nicolini, he's been dropping that curveball in very nicely so far, getting hitters to chase in the previous inning and getting Meza right there to start off the second. Thunderbird. It's going to be interesting to see what their approach is as the game keeps going against a very talented left-handed pitcher.
Nicolini's strategy has been working all night here, having these hitters chase the curveball as he threw the fastball there for ball one. Coates now looking to get Thunderbird up on the board early with one out. And Coates will take ball 2 with that fastball. Nicolini looking to take Coates down as he looks for a quick inning. And Nicolini throws the fastball for strike 1.
Nicolini, he's been doing a good job of mixing up his pitches so far. You see it in the first inning, you're seeing it now, just really switching up whether he wants to throw a fastball or go off speed.
Nicolini throws again, and that is foul. Onto the street, into the power lines there.
Well, and just another good thing about Nicolini tonight is just there's been a couple of times where he's fallen into hitters counts 3-0. You saw 2-0 here, and he's just been able to battle his way back. So no free passes yet for Thunderbird.
And that is going to be just inside for, or just outside for ball 3, as Coates faces a full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Nicolini went with the off-speed pitch there, and it was pretty appetizing for Coates. Way to lay off of it.
Coates takes strike 3 as he goes down looking for the second out of the bottom of the second.
Previous pitch, he goes curveball. What does he do here? He goes right with the heater, freezes up Coates there, and gets his second strikeout this inning.
Nicolini looking for a quick inning here, taking care of the side. As Hunter Donathan, the third baseman, is up to bat against Nicolini. And Nicolini Nicolini throws strike 1. As he's got a 0-1 count with 2 out. Bottom of the second. Nobody on base. As Nicolini throws again for strike 2. Or excuse me, ball 1. I thought the umpire threw his hand up for strike 2.
Looked like it was just a little bit high there. Umpire, maybe he was just signaling that it was outside.
And there is strike 2 there. Nicolini with a big chance here to retire the side and make quick work of the Titans. And we will go to the top of the third if he takes strike 3 here.
That curveball that he just threw is very impressive.
And there is strike 3. Got him looking. Nicolini Jr. strikes out the side, and we go to the top of the third inning. A very great inning there from Nicolini Jr., throwing all those curveballs and heaters. I mean, that really got the Titans swinging.
Yeah, no, he seemed to be in control there. You know, he was painting his pitches there. He was making the hitters look at strikes and swing at balls outside of the zone. It was all Nicolini there in the second inning, and you saw it striking out the side.
And that's exactly what you want as a pitcher. Control the entire game, as that's what he did. As we go to the top of the third with Benson back on the mound.
Well, that's fine. Problem, you know.
You know, it's ridiculous, actually, for us to stand there and take those.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hear from head coach Mike Jacobs.
Wish you had stuff and put it on TV as expected.
And now we go to the top of the third here as Chase Benson's back on the mound. As the Panthers will have another opportunity to score. And now Benson, and he tried the bunt there as the leadoff man Nicolini is up to bat for the Panthers. Once again, folks, Nicolini leads the team in batting average with 0.445, 2 home runs and 15 RBIs as he takes ball 1 just outside. Nicolini's got a great season going for him, and tonight is no different with his pitching. Can he get the Panthers on the board? As he takes ball 2.
Pitch was a little down and inside there. Now we're looking at a 2-1 count. Last time Nicolini batted, he was able to rope a single to left.
And that'll be ball 3 for Nicolini. As Benson slipped and fell there. A little shaken up, but he looks to be okay.
Yeah, no, as soon as Benson threw that pitch, it looked like he slipped. And, you know, all of a sudden we look and there he is on the ground. He seems to be okay right now, just shaking things off, getting back on the rubber. 3-1 count here to Nicolini.
And now Benson look to try and shut down Nicolini, and he is hit by the pitch as he will take first base. Not the pitch you want if you are Chase Benson. I mean, now the Panthers have a man on first, and he's got to work very hard to shut it down.
Well, and it's the third consecutive inning that the Panthers have brought their first guy onto first base. So with a runner on first base and nobody outs now, looking at a score of 0-0 in the third, Paradise, they got to be able to take advantage and capitalize off of this opportunity. Let's see if Nicolini tries to steal a bag or two, and let's see what their approach is here in a tie game.
Thunderbird head coach Mike Jacobs just went to visit the umpire at home plate. So you got to wonder what their strategy is here, as that is a base hit for Noah Rodriguez, as Nicolini will round third, and he will be safe by a mile as they try to pick him off at first. And Rodriguez with the base hit for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting there by Noah Rodriguez. He took that ball and just sailed it out into right field. Nicolini, with his speed, was able to go from first to third, and now Paradise is setting themselves up nicely. Runners on first and third, nobody out in the heart of the order coming up.
They are living up to their name here because now they are in paradise with 2 men on.
Well, let's see if they can get a run or two first.
Andrew Tran now looking to convert these runs and get the Panthers on the board at the top of the third here. And now Benson with 2 men on, as Rodriguez looks to steal second, and he will be safe.
Easy steal for Rodriguez there. Takes the double play out of contention, and now we're looking at runners on second and third, just like they did in the first inning. Let's see if they can take advantage of it now and get a run or two in.
Thunderbird is in a really deep situation here as Benson looks to get out of this jam, and he hits it up, and that'll be out in the infield. Great play there by the Titans to get the first out. Shortstop Matthew Hornberg caught the pop out, and the Panthers get their first out of the inning.
Yeah, a little blooper there. Right between the third baseman and the shortstop. Hornberg was able to go to his right, get there pretty easily, get under it, make the catch. And that's what Benson needed right there, was an out without moving the runners over.
Jaden Herrera, the catcher, will attempt to drive in these runs for Paradise Honors. As Benson takes a little time here, and which he should, because Thunderbird is in really deep water here. And he hits it up, and that'll be foul.
Second and third here for Jaden Herrera. If you're Herrera, I think it's just going back to the basics of trying to put the ball in play. In a 0-0 game where your pitcher has been being dominant, any run matters.
And now Benson, he hits it up, and Nicolini wanted to steal home there, but there wouldn't have been enough time to do that.
It's just going to be very difficult for runners all night to try and steal home on a pass ball or wild pitch, just with how close this backstop is. A ball that hits off that backstop goes right back to the catcher, and you're basically at home plate.
You make a great point there. The padding certainly works in Thunderbird's favor, and he hits it up, and that gets right between his legs, and the Panthers are going to get on the board. They're going to get 2 runs on the board here. And here at the top of the third, it is 2-0 Paradise Honors.
Yeah, Herrera, great piece of hitting there, was able to crush that ground ball right to the second baseman, Coates. Coates was not able to make the play, and it was off and running from there. Herrera drives in 2 runs, and just like that, Paradise takes an early lead here in the top of the third.
Herrera crushed that ball like the drink crush, but Thunderbird will look to prevent more runs from being scored here as Tucker Klingshy steps up the bat again, and he hits it foul. Almost hit his fellow teammate, Cook Caden. Klingshy now looking to extend this Panthers lead. And he hits it pretty well, and that'll be a fair ball. And he's going to try and get him out at first, and he does. And that is the second out.
Great play there by the third baseman for Thunderbird, Hunter Donovan. Fired that ball over to first base, but if he just looked over to his left, the runner for Paradise on second was already 3/4 of the way there. It was a great opportunity for Thunderbird to maybe get the lead runner, but either way, a nice play.
And he takes ball 1 there as Cook Caden, the right fielder, is up for Paradise Honors. Paradise is a man on third, and Caden could make it 3-0 as he hits it, and that'll be foul. And now Benson just wondering what he has to do in order to get himself out of this jam. Benson looks to stop the bleeding here as he just needs 1 more out. And he takes ball 2.
Benson goes with the off speed there. Just was hanging on top of the zone, didn't get the call, and now we're looking at a 2-1 count.
Benson throws, and he will take strike 2.
Mixing up some pitches there, going back to the fastball. He elevated that fastball and got the swing and miss. Here we go, 2-2 count now. Let's see if Benson can get out of this inning.
And he hits it foul.
Quick delivery there by Benson.
Benson taking a page out of Nicolini's playbook here, just changing up the pitching style and expecting batters to swing at whatever he throws at them. And now all Benson needs is a strike here in order to stop the bleeding for Thunderbird. Benson now. Strike 3 called. And Chase Benson gets Thunderbird out of that jam. But the Panthers did score 2 runs as we head to the bottom of the third. Our score 2-0. I mean, Mason, that was a great inning there. I mean, what would you say Thunderbird has done well with so far tonight?
Well, I mean, so far, if you just look at Thunderbird, they they've had a tough time hitting against Nicolini, but they've only held Paradise to just 2 runs here after 3 innings. Their pitching has been the strong suit for them all season long. The past 6 games, they have held opponents to under 3 runs per game. And look, I mean, it's baseball. We're still here in the bottom of the third inning, and it's only 2-0. So, it was good for Benson to limit the damage to just 2 runs, and even though they got a difficult pitcher, Nicolini, to navigate around 2-0 ball game, anything can happen.
If Thunderbird can just get the bats going, we are in for an interesting game here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Nicolini has just been doing his thing for the first 2 innings. He's been very impressive, making things very difficult for these Thunderbird hitters. But you'll never know how this game goes later. And right now, as previously stated, anything matters. It's the small details in baseball, and things can change very quickly.
Nicolini's still on the mound for the Panthers as the left fielder Jerry Kurchek will come up to bat. Nicolini now, and he tried the bunt there for ball 1. This is Kurchek's first at bat tonight as he looks to tie this game up. Nicolini throws another fastball for strike 1. Or strike 2, excuse me, or was that 1?
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 count, nobody out, nobody on base, and Nicolini will look to retire the batter. And Kurchek hits it foul for a 1-2 count. And this is exactly what Nicolini Jr. wants, a quick inning, strike him out as quick as you can, because that's how Paradise could win this game.
No, he's been doing this all night so far, and, it's looking like it's going to continue here this inning. 1-2 count coming up.
And he takes ball 2.
Oh, and it's just, I've been saying it in the first inning and the second inning, and here we are now. He's just been doing an unbelievable job of mixing up his pitches. It seems like between the off speed and the fastball, it's just 50-50.
And Kurchek hits it up to the pitcher, and he's going to be out at first. A great play there by Nicolini.
Yeah, cool, calm, and collective there for Nicolini. One hopper right off of him. He just had to run down a little bit of the mound, made the play smoothly, turned, fired it right to first base, gets the first out of the bottom of the third.
That sense of urgency is all Paradise needs, and we just saw an example of that. Nicolini now, and he tried the bunt for strike 1.
Nicolini goes with the curveball again, his third consecutive off-speed pitch there. Matthew Hornberg tried to lay down a bunt, was not able to check his swing. Here we are, 0-1.
Shortstop Hornberg now takes strike 2.
Curveball first pitch, fastball second pitch. Both just great pitches with plenty of speed and movement on them. 0-2 count now. Let's see what he goes with.
Nicolini now, you see that look in his eyes, and he hits it foul. Nicolini is going to attempt to get Paradise back to their winning ways here as they are currently on a 4-game losing streak, recently losing to Deer Valley, South Point Catholic, and Yuma in back-to-back games.
No other pitcher you would want to have on the mound right now for Paradise than Nicolini.
And he takes strike 3 as he flips his bat there.
Things are very difficult for Thunderbirds hitting right now. I mean, Nicolini is dialed in. The timing is off. He is just commanding his pitches in the strike zone, making hitters chase out of the strike zone. it's just been an impressive job by Nicolini, and he's 1 out away from going 3 pretty smooth innings.
Nicolini has been on fire this evening, as that's in the dirt for ball 1. Noah Anderson, the first baseman, up to bat again for Thunderbird, as he looks for another chance to get on the board. Anderson will take strike 1. He goes down swinging there, and this is exactly what Nicolini wants, to end the innings as quickly as possible so he can get his team up to bat again. And Anderson, that came right towards us as that went sailing into the night.
No, Anderson, he's been aggressive in this at bat, swinging at anything around the zone. Has not been able to put anything in play yet. 1-2 count. Let's see if Anderson stays aggressive.
Nicolini now, and he checked the swing there, and that is strike 3. Noah Anderson strikes out, and Nicoletti retires aside once again as we go to the top of the 4th. Already halfway through this game, and if you're Mike Jacobs and this Thunderbird team, what would you do to ensure that you win this game?
Well, I mean, right now, you have to look to the hitting side of things, and, you got to see how you can try and get a couple runs on the board. It's been very difficult going up against Nicoletti tonight. I think they need to, have a little bit more of a patient approach here. But, it's difficult for when a pitcher like Nicoletti is just constantly getting ahead of the count and throwing strikes whenever he wants to. So, I mean, if you're Thunderbird, you feel like you're in a little bit of a jam right now on the hitting approach. But, you try to just go back to Chase Benson, who's been doing pretty well on the night, and, keep this game right now at 2-0.
Mason, you spoke with Paradise head coach James Lofton early on, so we'll take it on down for that pregame interview.
I'm Mason Collins with Varsity Sports, here with Paradise Honors baseball coach James Lofton. Coach, what do you expect from your team tonight?
I expect them to play hard. That's it. Play hard and compete. That's all we can do.
Coach, you got Michael Nicolini on the mound tonight. What do you expect from him and his delivery on the mound?
Well, he's always consistent. That's all you can ask for. He throws strikes. He gets out, so let's see what happened tonight.
Coach, thank you very much. That's it.
Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. I am Sammy Kaloff alongside Mason Collins for the Varsity Sports Show, and we are still witnessing a great game here. If you are just now tuning in, it is 2-0 Panthers at the top of the 4th. Chase Benson returns to the mound for Thunderbird as Paradise looks to put up more runs. And now for Paradise, number 11, Cade Ashton is up to bat for them. Benson throws, and he tried the bunt there, and that'll be ball 1. Paradise changing their strategy up a little bit, utilizing the bunts more, but they could never seem to convert one of them. Ashton now awaits a pitch, and he tried the bunt again, and Benson throws a wild pitch. That's his 4th one tonight.
Paradise trying to play a little small ball here to get this inning started off. Maybe it's a little something just to get Benson off his rhythm. Couple of attempted bunts at the last second. But here we are, 2-0, hitters count.
Benson throws, and he hits it up, and that is a line out to the second baseman. Thunderbird with a great play there, as Austin Coates was able to get that out for Thunderbird.
Yeah, that was a great play there by the fielder, second baseman Austin Coates. That ball was roped at him quick. Had to move a couple steps to his right. Great catch and a great way to help out your pitcher.
And he takes ball 1. And that's exactly what Thunderbird needs right now. You got to catch that ball and start making plays on defense in order to prevent any more runs from being scored, as he takes ball 2.
Just any way you can help out Benson. It's been a good night for Benson, but there's been a couple of times throughout the game where, he hasn't been able to, find the strike zone. And, just allowing the first 2 runs back in a third. It's a good way for his defense to pick him up there.
Joshua Green Jr. up to bat for Paradise, and he hits it up the middle. And no one's going to get there as that's going to drop for a base hit. Joshua Green Jr. looks to put up more runs for Paradise.
Put the ball in play and good things can happen to you. Joshua Green was able to just bloop that ball right between the shortstop and center field, and now he finds himself on first base here with 1 out.
And now Adam Baker, the shortstop, will look to have Paradise Valley. And now Green tried to take second, but he realized it wasn't a wise decision.
Quick pickoff attempt there by Benson. Joshua Green with a little bit of a last-second slide there. Made it close.
And he hits it up the third baseline, and he picks it up. His hat falls off, and that pitch gets away as the runners are rounding third. And Green wanted to steal home there, and Paradise has 2 men on in scoring position with only 1 out.
Yeah, that's more of a difficult play than people can think there. Hunter Donathan charging down the line there. He picked up that ball smoothly, but was just never able to get a grip on it. He could have taken his time for just half a second to gather himself and, move his feet over to make the good play to first base, but was not able to get a grip on the ball. And now here we are, runners on second and third and 1 out.
Everything is going great for Paradise tonight as Chase Benson now in really hot water as he takes strike 1.
Not the guy you want to have up at the plate, too.
Nicolini Jr. has been on fire for Paradise tonight as he looks to bat in more runs for the Panthers. As Nicolini calls time, as this is obviously a very big moment for him.
No better way to get your run support than doing it yourself. He's got an opportunity to make this game 2-0 to possibly 4-0.
And there's the pitch, and he takes strike 1, or strike 2, excuse me.
Great off-speed pitch there by Benson. Perfect location. Made Nicolini jump on that one. Now here we are, 0-2. Benson in the driver's seat. Let's see if he's going to go right at him or take a couple of pitches out of the zone.
0 balls, 2 strikes, as that's just outside for ball 1. Benson could really use a strikeout right now because Paradise has 2 men on, second and third, in scoring position. Thunderbird cannot give up any more runs here, as that's outside again for ball 2. Benson looking a little flustered there, but we'll see if he can get himself out of this pickle.
This is a big situation in the game right now. You got to try your best and keep this game at 2-0.
As he throws, and it's up the middle, and that's going to be another base hit as the 2 runners are rounding, and that will make it 4-0 Paradise Panthers. Thunderbird's defense comes up short again as Coach Mike Jacobs heads to the mound for another meeting. We will hear from him now. It is now 4-0 Paradise. I mean, Mason, Thunderbird is in really deep trouble here. I mean, if you were the coach, what would you be telling your players right now?
Oh, I mean, I would just be telling them that, look, I mean, it's a tough situation for them right now. They're down 4-0, but, you got to take things one step at a time right now. You got to try and your best and get out of this inning, keep it at 4-0, and then try to get the bats going later in the game.
And you said it there, Thunderbird's number 1 priority now is to end this inning and really get those bats going, because that's going to be the deciding factor in this game as we are already halfway through. Not a whole lot of time left as Paradise looks to continue adding more runs. now Benson will step up for Thunderbird as he throws one in the dirt for ball one. Noah Rodriguez now up to bat for Paradise Honors. Almost said Paradise Valley, but I wouldn't have been wrong there because they are in Paradise right now.
Things have been going their way for sure, and it started off in the third inning when they got a couple guys on base and then found a way to
And now that
capitalize.
Rodriguez hits it pretty well up the line, and they're going to turn it for 2 outs. A great play there by the third baseman as Thunderbird is quickly trying to get out of this inning. And now Andrew Tran, the left fielder, will look to put in more runs for Paradise as they have a man on third. Benson throws, and that is hit to center field. That's going to be a gap, and it's going to drop as that is a single for Andrew Tran. That is an RBI single, and that drives in Nicolini to make it 5-0 Paradise.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Andrew Tran. He was able to find a gap out in the outfield. It dropped. Good single for him. Extends the lead from 4 to 5-0 now. And Thunderbird is in a tough situation here, falling further and further away.
Thunderbird is in a they're in some trouble here as they try to pick off the batter, but he is safe. I said the batter, but I really meant the runner, but he's got some wheels on him, though.
A good pickoff attempt there by Benson, really close.
Herrera now, the catcher, hits it well up to center field, and that's going to be a pop-up, and Thunderbird gets out of this inning as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Now, Mason, they really have to get the bats going if they want to have a fighting chance.
Yeah, no, there is no time for them to just ease into this game now. We're here in the bottom of the fourth, and they're down 5-0 against a very difficult pitcher. It's time to get going right now, and it starts with putting the ball in play. They've been striking out too many times against Nicolini, and it needs a change.
Nicolini is a strikeout machine here tonight, and I mean, he is not Felix Hernandez, but he is on fire tonight for this Paradise team.
Well, that's how he's pitching like right now. I mean, just all of his stuff, whether it's fastball or off speed, is just making hitters chase in and out of the zone. He's been very impressive as he's coming out for the bottom of the fourth inning here. And yeah, if you're Thunderbird, your number one goal right now is to put the ball in play, put some pressure on this Paradise defense. And once you're on the bases, you got to get active and try and steal a bag or two.
And you said it there, Mason. I mean, it is 5-0 Paradise, and Thunderbird's got to really try and get back into this game here. I mean, it doesn't matter the strategy, but as long as they could get some runs on the board, that would be all they need. Ladies and gentlemen, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we are starting the bottom of the fourth very soon.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe.
Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sammy Kiloff alongside Mason Collins reporting for the Varsity Sports Show as we are just now starting the bottom of the fourth inning. Chase Benson now looking to try and make something happen for this Thunderbird team. It is 5-0 as he just took strike one, and he hits it foul up to the right field line. Nicolini's still on the mound for Paradise, And I don't blame head coach James Lofton for keeping him in the game, as he has been on a streak here.
He has been pretty perfect on the night, that is for sure, Sammy. His delivery on the mound has just been absolutely phenomenal, and let's see if it can keep up as the game moves along.
He is currently pitching a shutout here as he goes down swinging for strike 3. And that is Thunderbird's first out of this inning. Nicolini Jr. sticking to his strategy, strike out everyone as quickly as possible so they can get the bats up again, because the bats have been on fire all night.
No, they haven't. Paradise has definitely found the rhythm here.
And that pitch is thrown in the dirt for a ball 1. But if we want to look at the positive sides of things, Thunderbird's defense has been, they've had some really good plays tonight, including that lineout we saw moments ago. And he hits it foul.
No, that Thunderbird defense has been keeping him in this game for sure, doing everything that they can to, keep this game where it is right now and just help out Chase Benson, who, has had his ups and downs on the mound tonight.
Nicolini now, you see the look in his eyes. He wants to end this quick. And there's strike 2 there, as he has an opportunity to get 2 outs here. Or would that be 1 out? No, 2 outs, because he just struck out. And there's 2 outs there as he goes down looking.
I mean, that curveball is just dropping at the perfect time, and it just sits perfectly over the plate. And the way he's pitching right now, he can just do his thing, throws pitches over the mound, whether it's his fastball or curve. Just very impressive
I think
stuff.
that is Nicolini's 6th strikeout tonight. And he hits it foul. Zach Primicow, the catcher, is now up to bat for Thunderbird. Primicow now looking to get this train rolling for Thunderbird. As Nicolini drives it right down the middle for strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Nicolini looks to bring Paradise to the top of the 5th. As he strikes out swinging, and he got to make the tag at the end there. Nicolini once again strikes out the side as Paradise is rolling right now as we head to the top of the 5th. Mason, everything is going very well for Paradise here, and if you are Thunderbird, I mean, what do you do here?
No, what you got to do if you're Thunderbird here is, I mean, you got to keep this game at 5-0. That is the first job. Top of the 5th now. Paradise coming up the bat. Hold this game at 5-0, and then, if you can do that and go back up to your hitting, it's just what I've been saying all night. You got to try and find a way to put the ball in play. Nicolini has had too many strikeouts. He's struck out the side 3 out of the 4 innings. Thunderbird has got to just put the ball in play and cause chaos, putting pressure on Paradise's defense.
They have to find a way in fast because we don't have too much time left, as it is the top of the 5th now.
No, it's time. Time is running out right now, and that's why for Thunderbird, they're pitching in their defense. You have to hold Paradise at 5. That has to be their first job.
As the old saying goes, time is of the essence, and that couldn't apply more to Thunderbird than right now.
No, they need to play a clean game. Keep them at 5-0. That is very necessary for them if they want to have any chance of coming back and winning this game.
And we have a pitching change for the Thunderbird team as Patrick Ramon will start the 5th inning for Thunderbird.
The lefty for Thunderbird. He's a junior. Number 15, Patrick Ramon, and he's going to come in here and try to keep this game right where it is at 5-0.
And an interesting strategy there by Thunderbird, taking Benson out of the game, as they are now down 5-0 at the top of the 5th. As Paradise look to continue to keep on rolling. Tucker Klingshay is up now for Paradise, and he bunts it. Foul.
A half swing there by Klingshy. 0-1 count.
0-1 count for Klingshy as Paradise is up to bat yet again. Ramon now looking to do something a little different from Benson. And he hits it. Klingshy hits it to the third baseman. And Thunderbird's going to get the out. We're already 1 out in at the top of the 5th as Thunderbird looks to put some cold water on these very hot bats.
Yeah, no, that was a good defensive play right there, and that's what you need if you're Thunderbird's defense. Ball was hit right to him. He was just able to gather himself, make a throw. Great throw. Got the first out.
Hunter Donathan with an amazing throw there for the out as Patrick Ramon gets him swinging for strike 1. Cook Caden now up to bat again for Paradise as they look to keep this train rolling as he takes strike 2. Patrick Ramon making quick work of these Paradise batters as he's been impressing early on. Ramon now throws a fastball and he strikes out. Cook Caden swung 3 times and that didn't do any good for him as Paradise has 2 men out.
A quick change of pace here for Thunderbird, and it may just work out for him. Ramon coming in very nicely, gets the first 2 outs comfortably. Let's see if he can finish this inning off. 1, 2, 3.
Cade Ashton, the second baseman now, will take strike 1. Patrick Ramon impressing us early on in this game. I mean, like you said, Mason, a great change of pace here for Thunderbird, the change that they desperately needed. And he hits it foul right behind home plate. 0-2 count with 2 out. Can Ramon close out this inning?
It can be a good formula for Thunderbird to try and get back into this game and potentially steal a win from Paradise. And it starts from Ramon here, getting on the mound and getting settled in, getting out of this inning at just 5-0.
As he throws and he hits it up to center, and he's going to get under it for the 3rd out. And Thunderbird, with their best inning in quite a while, look to get the bats going at the bottom of the 5th. Mason, a great 5th inning there from Thunderbird. I mean, their defense really came up strong that time.
No, it was a good job by the defense. Had a play over at third base where the third baseman was able to make a good play, step and throw the first, and then a fly ball over the right field that the right fielder made pretty routine. Down 5-0 now in the bottom of the 5th, but here they are again going up against Nicolini. Let's see if they can get a base runner or 2 on and put some pressure on Paradise's defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere right here on the Varsity Sports Show.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Welcome back to Thunderbird High School in the beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. I am Sammy Kelly alongside Mason Collins for the Varsity Sports Show as we are starting the bottom of the 5th inning as Thunderbird looks to rally here late in the game. As the designated hitter Alex Meza is up to bat once again for Thunderbird. And he hits it well up the right field line, and that is a foul ball.
That's a tough break there for Thunderbird. They've been just waiting to get another runner on. That was a good piece of hitting there by Meza. Slapped that down the right field line, but just was not able to get any reward out of it. Has to go back into the batter's box, 1-1 count.
That would have been Thunderbird's big break there as they look to rally if they want a fighting chance. to win this game.
It would have been exactly what they needed to get the inning started off.
Mesa hits it up the grounder, and that is in the center field for a base hit. And that is the big break I was talking about as Mesa gets on first.
Yeah, that's just a good piece of hitting there by Mason. What's even more impressive about that is, the previous pitch, he could have slapped a double down the right field line. It was just a foul ball. He could have went right back into that batter's box and felt down about himself, felt like that was his one chance. But no, he went right back in there, took the next pitch, and just sent it right back up the middle. And that's exactly what Thunderbird needed to start this rally.
Number 21 coming in for the designated hitter Alex Mesa. Is a pinch runner. And now Nicolini tries to pick him off, and he will be safe. Nicolini taking a page out of Benson's playbook, try and pick off the runners as fast as possible because they cannot afford Thunderbird scoring any runs. And there's a bunt there up to the pitcher, and they had some trouble at the plate there, but he's going to be out at second. As a shortstop and the second baseman attempted to tag him, they had a little bit of a scuffle there, but they were able to get him out. Or did they now, as head coach Mike Jacobs will head up to the plate to talk to the umpire.
Yeah, nobody else for the field umpire to go to here. That's his call. It'll be tough for Jacobs to get this call reversed, even though he is making his case right now. That bunt just went right back to Nicolini, and he was able to turn around with a 180 spin and just fire it right to second base to get the out there. Unsuccessful bunt attempt and not what Thunderbird needed there.
Thunderbird needs everything to go their way now, and it didn't go their way that time, as they will have another chance here to score some runs. Adam Gauthier steps up to the plate for the first time tonight for Thunderbird, as we have some pinch hitters in now for Thunderbird. We have an 0-1 count now for Nicolini. And that's going to be strike one. And now Nicolini looking to shut down Gauthier, and that's hit foul. 1-2 count with one out with a man on first. Thunderbird looks to rally here. Rally fries. Nicolini now has his eyes everywhere, as that's going to be just outside for ball two.
Curveball was a little high there, above the strike zone. 2-2 count here. Your approach for the hitting, looking to slap something over the infield, try to put the ball in play, advance a runner on first, keep this inning going.
And Gauthier strikes out swinging for the second out. Gauthier goes down swinging as Nicolini gets a much-needed strikeout there. And now Jerry Kerchak will step up to the plate once again for Thunderbird. Nicolini now keeping his eye on the man on first and almost picked him off. It was very close there as the Paradise dugout thought he was out.
They were looking for it, that was for sure. Seemed like the tag was in late, though. Runner on first was able to get his foot back on the base before the tag was applied. Close call, though. Not a way you want to end the inning.
And now there's the bunt there, but that's going to be a fair ball. Or, no, that is a foul ball. That was very close to being fair, but Paradise gets a break there with it being foul.
No, and a sneaky bunt there with 2 outs. 1-0 count there, decided to lay down the bunt. Looked pretty good, but
Kerchak tried to be like Spider-Man there with his sneaky moves, but now he has another chance to put a run on the board. And there is strike two.
That is a tough fastball. To go from that off-speed pitch to right back at that fastball, it's just difficult for Thunderbird to have good timing off of this pitcher right now.
Nicolini has been on fire all night. And now he looks to close out this inning. And he does. Strike 3 called for Kurchek. And Nicolini gets himself out of another inning as we head to the top of the 6th. Paradise bats will come up once again, and we know how good they've been all night.
No, they have. Paradise has been impressive on both sides tonight. Their offense was able to get 2 runs in the 3rd inning and 3 runs in the 4th, extend this lead to 5-0, and now they're looking to, tally some more runs across the board for them here. Make this game not a game anymore with just 2 innings to go.
It hasn't been a great night for Thunderbird, but if we can focus on some positives here, they are doing a number of things right tonight. I mean, Chase Benson was on fire until they pulled him out, and the defense had some really good plays as well.
Yeah, no, it's been a nice clean game for Thunderbird on the defensive side. Besides, a little thing there and there, but I mean, yeah, Thunderbird on defense has been impressive. Their pitching has, been able to get the job done. They've been tremendous all season, but yeah, they've just had a very difficult time with the bats tonight and have not been able to get a run yet.
Patrick Ramon's still in the game for Thunderbird as he really impressed us the last time he was on the mound, and he looks to keep the momentum going here.
No, that's exactly what you want if you're Thunderbird, a pitcher to come out and just stop the bleeding. It was 5-0. Paradise was, able to get a couple runs in their previous innings, and he shut that 5th inning down, looking to do so here in the 6th inning.
And now for Paradise, Patrick Ramon. And he's going to hit that into the Paradise dugout as the first baseman thought he had a chance of catching that, as Joshua Green Jr., the center fielder, steps up to bat for Paradise. Patrick Ramon now staring down Green, and he hits it well up in the center field. And the second baseman gets under it, and he drops the ball, ensuring that Green heads to first safely as Paradise gets another man on first. And that'll be an error there for Thunderbird. They've been making mistakes like that all night, and that is not what you want right now.
No, that's not the way that you want to start off the inning there. Seemed like a pretty routine fly ball. Second baseman had to go back on it a little bit, though, and he looked like he was under it, but just could not come up with the ball. And now Paradise, who's already up 5-0, gets a runner on first base to start off.
Mike Jacobs, you see, is talking to the umpires about what just happened. And if I were Jacobs, I'd want everything to go in favor. But now in Paradise dugout cheering as he will be safe at first.
Yeah, I don't know what Jacobs went over to talk to the umpires about there. But here we are, Paradise with the leadoff man on first base, trying to extend their 5-0 lead.
Andon Baker takes strike 1. The shortstop now looking to keep this train rolling for Paradise, as it won't stop here, as they've been getting these kinds of hits in all night. Ramon throws it in the dirt for ball 2, as Green wanted to steal second.
Good stop by the catcher there, and you're right, Sammy. Green was looking to steal second if that ball got by. Way to keep him in front of them and keep Green over at first base.
1-1 count with nobody out, with a man on first for Paradise. Ramon makes him hit it foul.
Ramon's been able to get these hitters out in front a little bit. He does not have a lot of velocity on his fastball, but what he does have is great location, and right now, Paradise is trying to find their timing on the relief pitcher.
He knows exactly what to throw, and he knows when to anticipate a hit. as that will go for ball 2 as it becomes a 2-2 count. Now Ramon throws it, and he's going to hit it foul as Green will head to second. Or, no, that wasn't legal that time as he will head back to first.
Yeah, Paradise tried to go with the hit and run there. Baker was just able to follow it back, keeps Green at first. Let's see if they do the same thing again.
And we'll see what happens here when Patrick Ramon throws his next pitch. And that's way outside for ball 3 to make it a full count. That pitch was way up high. And now Ramon looks to strike him out. And he will hit it foul. Up to
Heading out to the cars.
I would not want to be driving right now.
No, that is the last thing that's how I would want to spend my night. Baseball hitting your front windshield.
And now Ramon throws, and he strikes out swinging. Exactly what Thunderbird needs. And Patrick Ramon is able to get his first out of the inning.
And now we got the home plate umpire going with a hitter's interference.
Right. And Green is out at second. And the umpire's called something, but Green is out.
Batter's interference was the call made by the home plate umpire. That affected the throwing attempts by the catcher for Thunderbird. And that is the break that Thunderbird needed there. Now we got 2 outs and nobody on base.
Everything is working out great for Thunderbird thus far. And there's the bunt there. And Ramon's going to try and pick it up and throw. And he's going to be safe at first. A smart strategy there by Nicolini Jr.
And a perfect place bunt. I mean, you could not have wanted that ball to be in a better spot right there. That was a beautiful place bunt by the lefty. Was able to fly down the bag. Ramon, good fielding attempt there, but he had no chance. Just a beautiful bunt.
And now Patrick Ramon in a good position right now, and as he tries to pick off Nicolini, and he will be safe. Nicolini a little jumpy there. He wants to ensure that Paradise wins by a large margin. As he goes to second, and they're going to try and get him out, but he will be safe as he almost threw it over his head. And luckily the shortstop was there to catch it for him. Or that is the end of the inning.
I think they went with batter's interference again on that throw.
Yeah, second straight batter's interference for Paradise, and Thunderbird quickly gets themselves out of that jam as we head to the bottom of the 6th now, and Thunderbird will have another shot to tie this game up. Ladies and gentlemen, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we will head to the bottom of the 6th.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona at Thunderbird High School. I am Sammy Califf alongside Mason Collins for the Varsity Sports Show, and we are now at the bottom of the 6th inning, and Thunderbird looks to make a late rally here as this game quickly comes to a close.
Yeah, bottom of the sixth. We got 2 innings to go here. No time to waste for Thunderbird. Now or never. They got to put a couple of runs on the scoreboard.
And now Nicolini still on the mound for Paradise as he hits it foul. Shortstop Matthew Hornberg is up for Thunderbird. This is, I believe, his 5th at bat this evening. And Hornberg hits a foul off his shin there as he looks to try and walk it off. And now Nicolini looks to shut down Hornberg pretty quick here, as he does, and that is strike 3. Hornberg, you see, frustrated there with his situation as Thunderbird is still down 5-0 as Nicolini gets his first out of the inning.
Yeah, it's just been one of those nights for Thunderbird. It's been very frustrating for him. You can see it on all the batters' faces. And just the way it's been, all just 5 outs left for him now.
And he hits it foul, and that came our way. Thankfully, we had the net there.
If not, I know Sammy would have it right there to catch it right in front of me, that's for sure.
Noah Anderson now up to bat for Thunderbird as he will take strike 2. Nicolini once again sticking to the same strategy, just try and strike out everyone as fast as possible.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
You said it there. As Anderson now takes a tough pitch and another strikeout for Nicolini.
Yeah, Nicolini's looking to strike out the side, and for the 4th inning in just 6 innings, he's 1 batter away from doing that. 3 strikes. Chase Benson coming up here. Let's just see if Thunderbird can find any way to get a 2-out rally here. If not, they're running out of chances.
Thunderbird's star player Chase Benson up to bat now as he looks to try and make something happen as he takes ball 1. Nicolini now looking to shut down Thunderbird's side here as Benson hits it up to the third baseman or the shortstop as he messes up the catch, and Benson will safely advance to first.
That's what they've been trying to do all night. The first step, it starts just putting the ball in play. Benson was able to do that. Tough play for Paradise's shortstop. Now here they are. Thunderbird with a runner on first base, trying to start a 2-out rally.
The right fielder Andrew Coyle now looking to start a rally for Thunderbird, the rally they so desperately need to stay in this game. As he tries to pick him off, and he will be safe there. Benson was not going to risk stealing as they have 2 outs.
No, 2 outs, not the way you want to end the inning with a base path.
And Nicolini tries to pick him off again, and he will be safe. Once again, Benson not risking stealing second because they have 2 outs, and 1 out will ruin that rally they have going on. As Benson now picks off the pitcher, as he will be safe at second.
Good jump there by Benson. Was able to show off his wheels and slide right into second safely. Good throw there by Paradise's catcher, making it pretty close.
Benson leads the team in stolen bases. That is his 9th stolen base of the season, as he looks to prevent a shutout for Paradise Honors. And now he tried to pick him off at second. And Paradise is doing everything they can for that final out.
No, Benson has been keeping Paradise's defense on their toes here in the 6th inning. Interesting approach here for Nicolini. I mean, you're up 5-0 and, there's already 2 outs and, with just a runner on second. The way I've been pitching, if you're Nicolini all night, I'm focusing on this hitter here. You got a 0-1 count. No need to make a mistake by trying to pick off Benson at second base. And, I mean, if that ball gets into the outfield on a missed throw, Benson could round third and go all the way home.
We'll see what happens here as Nicolini now fully aware of his situation. As it's a low for ball one. Now Zach Primikow, or excuse me, Andrew Coel, still up to bat for Thunderbird as the Titans look to rally against the Panthers, and he tried picking him off again, but that time he didn't catch the ball as Benson safe yet again.
It's a good stop by the shortstop there because that was really close from getting under his glove and heading out into center field. And if you're Thunderbird, you want to keep making Nicolini try to throw that ball over the second base so he can make a mistake.
And that is strike two. A 1-2 count with 2 outs, 2 men on for the Titans as Nicolini is just 1 strike away from ending this inning. Nicolini now. Strike 3 called, and Nicolini once again gets these Panthers out of a jam as we head to the top of the 7th. And these powerful bats will come up yet again. Mason, a great game for these Panthers tonight. And if I'm Thunderbird, we're down to our final chance here.
No, this is it for Thunderbird. I mean, you've done what you've needed to do the past couple innings just to keep this game at 5-0. But I mean, the main character in this game right now is just Nicolini. And I mean, if he comes out for the 7th and has done what he's been doing all game, it's going to be very difficult for Thunderbird to come back and win this one tonight.
Now you see Patrick Ramon on the mound once again for Thunderbird. As we come to a quick close here, where they've spent a very great game so far.
No, it has been a very impressive game, and I mean, both sides, both Thunderbird and Paradise have showcased what their, skills are capable of. And I mean, if you're Paradise, I mean, you've been on a losing streak, but here you are playing,
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own.
And now Patrick Ramon warming up for Thunderbird as they look to make one last-ditch effort to win this game. And now Patrick Ramon staring down the batter as he hits it foul. Hunter Donovan now leading off this inning for the Panthers as we are at the top of the 7th. Or excuse me, Andrew Tran, number 17, up to bat for Paradise. Ramon throws it again, and he swings for strike 2. Thunderbird is in really deep water here as they look to quickly close out this inning. And there is strike 3. Andrew Tran strikes out swinging as Thunderbird gets the first out. And now Jaden Herrera, the catcher, is up to bat now for Paradise. As you see Coach Mike Jacobs talking to the home plate umpire. We are witnessing a very great game so far as we wait for Paradise to make their move here. at the top of the 7th. And Jacobs and the home plate umpire discussing something, as the catcher will head to Patrick Ramon for a catcher's meeting.
Well, I think what is going on here is that there's a lineup. Yeah, they batted out of order. So I think what happened here was in the previous inning when there was a batter interference, it was the third baseman, Noah Rodriguez, who was up at the plate. He should have led off that inning to start the 7th, but it went to Andrew Tran, the left fielder batting third. So when Tran got on, I think it was Rodriguez who should have been up first. And I think that's what the umpires are discussing right now and the reason for why there are 2 outs right now.
Obviously, a very good point there. I mean, they got to do everything they can to keep this rally going. And obviously, the umpires discussing what's going on here with Paradise's lineup.
Yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see what they do and what the real reason for this is. They're having a long talk right now. Just not quite sure what it's about.
We have 2 outs at the top of the 7th here. And obviously, the umpire is just talking about the entire situation here. Ladies and gentlemen, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we will continue this broadcast.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
And welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona at Thunderbird High School. I am Sammy Keloff alongside Mason Collins of the Varsity Sports Show. And Paradise head coach James Lofton and the home plate umpire still discussing the out-of-order lineup for Paradise. And now it looks like things have finally been cleared up here as we can resume play. Mike Jacobs goes back to talk with the home plate umpire. As Andrew Tran hopped around home plate a little bit. And now Jaden Herrera will head back to the plate as he continues his at-bat. Two outs for Thunderbird, and Herrera has got one final shot to put up some insurance runs for Paradise. As Ramon now, Herrera takes strike one.
Herrera was able to get Paradise's first 2 runs in the game. With runners on second and third, Herrera smacked the ball right to the second baseman, and he was not able to make a play on it. Got Paradise's first 2 runs on the board.
Ramon hits it well, and he almost caught that as it is a base hit out to left field. As Herrera looks to make a quick rally happen here for Paradise.
For those of you Diamondback fans who are in attendance watching this game tonight.
And now Tucker Klingshy up to bat again for Paradise. As Ramon has his eye on Herrera at first as he throws strike one with that mean fastball there. And now Ramon obviously keeping his eye on the batter and the runner at the same time as he tried to pick him off. And now Patrick Ramon staring down the hitter, Tucker Klingshy. As he hits it, it's popped up. As he's going to try and get there as he makes the catch. Thunderbird gets out of this inning after that miraculous play there for the third out. As we head to the bottom of the seventh, it is still 5-0 Paradise. Ladies and gentlemen, we will cut to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere as we are in the seventh inning stretch.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
We are at the bottom of the seventh inning. This is their last chance for Thunderbird. I am Sammy Califf alongside Mason Collins for the Varsity Sports Show. And Thunderbird is down to their final chance here as we are now at the bottom of the seventh as Zach Premikow steps up for Thunderbird. And he's almost hit by the pitch as that's outside for ball two.
This is it. Get your rally caps on. Down 5-0. Let's see if Thunderbird has anything in him.
And he throws to strike one. Nicolini's still in the game for Paradise as he looks to complete this shutout. And he throws to strike two, that mean fastball. That's been Thunderbird's kryptonite all night long.
No, Nicolini has just been dialed in from the start.
And that is in the dirt for the full count now.
3-2 pitch, bottom of the seventh inning. Nicolini's 3 outs away from getting a complete game here. Let's see what pitch he goes with on this full count.
And Premikow strikes out swinging as Thunderbird had a huge opportunity there to get someone on base.
Yeah, full count. You're hoping to get the leadoff man on with nobody out, but just the same result that has been happening all night long. Nicolini's just been dialed in. Another strikeout added to his tally tonight.
Alex Meza, the designated hitter now, takes strike one. And you can feel the atmosphere here in Phoenix. I mean, obviously the fans are distraught at what they're seeing here as Meza hits it foul.
No, I mean, if you're Thunderbird, things have been going your way, the last couple of weeks. I mean, you win 6 games in a row and things are clicking for you. And Nicolini just came right to this mound tonight and shut all of that down.
But you got to give it up to Thunderbird here. They started this season 1-7. And they've been able to turn things around with a 6-game winning streak. They become 7-7. Definitely in a better position compared to a few weeks ago.
No, and that just shows a lot about their team too, rallying and continue to fight and not get down and out after what could have been a difficult start to the season.
And Meza will take ball 2 there as this game is quickly coming to a close. And now Nicolini choosing his pitches wisely for this complete game. And Meza strikes out swinging. And now Paradise is 1 out away from their first win in a while. Because, folks, they are now 5-9 on a 4-game losing streak, losing to Deer Valley, South Point Catholic, and Yuma in back-to-back games. And now they are looking for their first win in a while. As Joshua Gullinson, his first at-bat tonight for Thunderbird, looks to make a quick rally here for Thunderbird as he takes ball 1. 1-0 count with 2 out, nobody on, as Gullinson takes strike 1. Nicolini with just a phenomenal pitching game tonight. I mean, he's been at the top of his game tonight and all season too.
He has been the ace of Paradise's pitching staff, and when you need to go to somebody when the team relies on you most, Nicolini did not fail to come to the game tonight and play some baseball, that's for sure.
And Thunderbird is down to their final strike. 2-2 count, 2 out, nobody on for Thunderbird as Gullinson looks for a complete game. And he hits it well, and that will be foul.
Gullinson staying alive. 2-2 count, down to the final strike of the game.
And no, we are not talking about the Bee Gees. And now, Nicolini with another chance here to close this game out for Paradise. And that's up high for a full count.
Good eye by Gullinson. That's a pitch that Nicolini's been getting everybody to swing at tonight. Way to lay off of it and get the count full.
Swing! And no swing, but that got him looking as Nicolini strikes out the side and Paradise picks up their first win in quite a while. Thunderbird's 7-game winning streak was snapped tonight, but you got to appreciate the effort they put up here tonight. Paradise improves to 6-9 of the season, while Thunderbird improves to 7-8 of the season. And a great game here by both teams. But unfortunately, the Paradise Panthers come up strong here as they were the better team here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into tonight's broadcast of the Varsity Sports Show. I am Sammy Kaloff alongside Mason Collins. We are now signing off here. Good night from Phoenix, Arizona.